Hey, this is Dr. Quinn. We're going to take 1 minute here to look at how a finger habit or a pacifier habit can affect the way your child's face grows and affect their breathing. So we're going to look at how pacifier use and finger sucking affect the way that your child's face develops. So those effects can range from the way that the teeth line up to the way that the face and the jaw grow to how your child breathes and to how they swallow. So this is what proper tongue position should look like. Tongue up on the roof of your mouth. When your tongue is in the proper position, you swallow and breathe correctly. When your child has their thumb or a pacifier in their mouth, it does a couple things. This is just illustrating how it affects the way that the jaw grows. So you can see these are jaw bones here, your upper and your lower jaw. It affects the way breathing is. So here's how you would breathe through your nose. And also tongue position. So you can see here, the tongue is pushed down when the thumb is in. The tongue should be resting where the thumb is at up here, but when the thumb or the pacifier is in the mouth, it pushes the tongue down, which is the source for most of the problems that occur from thumb sucking or pacifier use. This is just an illustration of a patient who sucked their thumb, and you can see how you can imagine that the thumb would go right here or the pacifier pushing that palate, the roof of the mouth, high up and causing all of this crowding of the teeth. This is an old illustration from an old textbook, but I like this illustration because it shows that it pushes on the jaw of the thumb and then it flares those teeth forward. And then this is looking up at the roof of the mouth. It pushes that roof of the mouth up really high up into the nasal cavity or nasal area, making it harder to breathe through your nose. So here we can see the tongue in the right position of the mouth. It's on the roof of the mouth, but when it falls down, then it causes the teeth to be grabbing. One of the things that happens when the tongue is low in the mouth, then when your child swallows, they push against their teeth as opposed to pushing against the roof of their mouth. This causes that open bite or flared front teeth. This is a really severe case of that open bite, but you can imagine how the thumb would fit in here and push that jaw up and out. So let's talk about some important therapies that you can do at home to help your child begin to stop their finger sucking or pacifier habit. The first thing is, no matter what we do, is we need to build positivity around this. Sucking their thumb or using their pacifier is your child's comfort. It's like their blanket, their security. This is what helps them feel comfortable and safe. So this is going to be really emotionally challenging for your child. So you want to build this in with positivity. And I recommend using a reward chart, which are small daily rewards, with things such as stickers, and then a big reward at the end, which sometimes that's a trip to Disneyland or it's a big thing at Target, or once a week we get to go to Target and get something little, and then when you break the habit, we're getting something big. But there should really be some positivity built around this for your child. The first thing we'll talk about is one of the easier things to do, which is this non-toxic, clear nail polish type of pen. It's made of something very bitter, but safe to swallow. And this can help discourage your child and remind them, oh, yeah, I didn't want to suck my thumb because it's helping me to be healthier by stopping. I'm growing up, and it's something that I'm not going to do anymore. And so this can be paired with that positivity chart, and this can work really well for the right child at the right age. The next thing that works is for a child from about 2 and up is going to be this arm guard. It's called Nip It, and they can use their arm, they can bend, they can write, they can do everything normal, except for when you go to bend 110 degrees, it makes it hard to push that thumb into the mouth or the fingers, and so this can help them stop the habit. Another option is this T guard. They make this one for the thumb, or they make this one for the fingers. And this is like a silicone based thing that goes around the fingers, and you can still bend and use their hand, but it's a little more intrusive than some of the other ones, and can be challenging for the child to wear just emotionally, because this one really works and stops the habit quite well. Other things that we can do which are gentler and should be paired with this, whether you're doing one of those kind of stopping devices or you're just trying to take a gentler approach, is something like a Mayo Munchie, which is something I'll show you on their website. So this is Mayo Munchie. This is a little device that you can see here that your child can use. They start as young as babies and up through teenage years. I think they even make some for adults now. But the idea with this device is it's going to stimulate proper chewing, proper use of the tongue and cheek muscles and lip muscles, and be a distraction, especially for the pacifier child or the child who wants to suck their thumb. Now you have something in their mouth that is beneficial and helps move the muscles in the right way. The next thing we're talking about is the Mayo Brace. This is similar to the Mayo Munchie. This company does a lot of work in what's called the myofunctional space. Myofunctional stands for muscles of the mouth. And so they make appliances like the Mayo Munchie, but geared toward even older children that can help position the tongue in the proper location. And this helps almost like a natural way to get straight teeth, is one of their slogans. If you put the tongue in the proper position, and it helps the mouth and jaw to grow in a better way that can help straighten teeth naturally. This is MyoBrace's website. If you're interested, you can look at this and learn more about how their appliances help straighten teeth naturally and help with breathing and swallowing. So that's thumb sucking and pacifier use and how it affects the way that your child breathes, the way that they swallow, the way that their teeth look, and the way that their jaw and face develop. We used to think, oh, it's just sucking the thumb. Oh, it's just a pacifier. This is their way of soothing. Oh, it might mean they need braces more later. However, what we've learned is that this really affects things on a deeper, more whole body functioning level. And so what we want to do is come alongside you at Milk You. We've given you these resources, but we're here for you. This is not a one size fits all. Some kids are going to do great with certain approaches and some are going to need more help. So it's just the first step on your journey to understanding and working towards what works for your family. And we will help you through this as the time and years go by.